Welcome to Let's Go Racing. Dani Gibson and Dick Jerardi, and we wish you a very happy holiday here. We had no racing here at Parks as we battled some winter weather, but we still have a great show, national races, and some good feature for you. And we get ready for some stakes races to close out the year here at Parks on the 30th and the 31st. So lots of great racing. See some top horses here. What do you think about the stakes races?
I think looking forward to it, Dani. It's always a fun way to end the year on the 30th and 31st. Real money. Some of the best horses at Parks will get their final run at some cash here in 2025.
Yeah, looking forward to it as we get ready to wrap up the year and see who wins the top honors as our awards come upon us. But we have a great feature that Bruce Casella did a while back on the Pennsylvania legislators. And, you know, it's really important to educate, connect, and just show firsthand the racing industry and how it supports jobs, agriculture, and just the community and the impact that thoroughbred racing has here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Dani, it's more important now than ever because a lot of the legislators were not in office in 2004 when Act 71 was originally passed, so they don't really understand the significance of what it was like back then and what it's done for the business since then. So yeah, it's a very, very big deal.
Well, here it is. Bruce Casella put this together, and it's very impactful.
This is, you know, the bread and butter of our business. It's every single day. It's not just race days, and this is where all the hard work gets done. So, thank you for a few minutes of your time.
Thank you all for coming. This is great. This is a great crowd, and so we start. I say we, not me. My employees start around 4 a.m. This filly, when we first bought her, she was pretty nervous in the stall. Great on the racetrack, but pretty nervous in the stall. And we tried a couple different things to try to get her out of that, and we really couldn't. And I completely took a shot and bought her a stuffed animal. And it changed her like that.
There was a time in Pennsylvania when we did not have gaming. And I was Ed Rendell's Secretary for Legislative Affairs, responsible for pushing the legislative agenda. But the best lobbyist that we had to get gaming in Pennsylvania wasn't John. John was second. It was John's horse, Smarty Jones. And if you were around southeastern Pennsylvania or even America at that time, that horse was beloved, and is beloved to this day. And that's how we were able to get gaming in Pennsylvania.
It's very important that they understand that breeding and racing is paramount to the success of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, as we're an agricultural state. Our state flag has 2 horses on it, the only state of the 50 in our union that shows horses. And without breeding and horse racing, the state is in danger of going bankrupt.
You're standing in a state-of-the-art barn. We built 33 new barns, thanks to to slots. Let's face it. You know, they came along, we spent probably $40 million back here. 33 new barns, lots of enhancements, paving, safety rails.
Like, there's a lot of people here, Mom. There's a lot of people here. Get used to it if you're in the winter circle a lot. In our industry, you're always bouncing from track to track to track, but not here at Parks, we're year-round. She actually bought a house.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she's planted. So I just think that says something about the Parks community and the fact that we have year-round racing in the state of Pennsylvania, where somebody that would have been mortified to actually make that leap can be here. You can raise a family or whatever. I mean, we've got a lot of people like that.
The PTHA is proud to run Turning for Home. Since 2008, Turning for Home has successfully safely retired over 4,500 horses. And that none of that could be done without the great work of Danielle Montgomery and her team. So I think out of all of this that you saw today, that you're going to continue to see today, it's the aftercare that is first and foremost. Because once these horses are done racing, that's just the start of their new life.
I'm really proud to know Kate DeMasi, and I've known her for years. And one thing she does about breeding her horses is she has that sport horse second career in mind as she's planning her breedings. And these horses go on to be barrow horses. A couple of the girls have been talking. We love our barrow horses. We have one of the top, barrow horses in the country that is a Turning for Home horse. We all know them in the hunter jumper world. Absolutely the best horse, in my opinion, is the thoroughbred. They have the heart, they have the stamina. So if they can run and they can be a racehorse, then any other career is easy for them.
Oh my gosh, I learned so much. It was amazing to be here. I think one of the most important things we learned is just how this is an extension of the agriculture industry that is so important here to Pennsylvania. We learned about all of the job creation that occurs here, about the revenue that's generated, and really about the history of horse racing here in Pennsylvania, just how critical and important it is that we continue to invest in this industry.
It's like a little city back there, all the workers working the horses, seeing what they do, just to get them to the point that they can race. So I think any time that we're, as legislators, able to get backside is something really, really tremendous.
I was glad to see so many legislators here today so that they could get a grasp on what's really going on and why we do what we do in Harrisburg. I mean, what started with Smarty Jones and the idea of a couple slot machines 21 years ago is now very different. And that's why I'm going to be working in Harrisburg to make sure that as we move to the future, we secure the future of horse racing, because as I remind all my fellow legislators all the time, it's not a gaming act. It was the Racehorse Development and Gaming Act. So that's the focus of it. That's what we need to focus on for the future. So, I'm glad to bring so many legislators here to see the backside of the track, to see what really goes on and how much that really impacts not just the horse racing industry, but agriculture, which is the #1 economic driver in Pennsylvania.
Well, it was a great tour, and I got to be a part of it, not only on the backside and our trainers showing what we do day in and day out with these amazing horses, and the front side, and just to show the lawmakers, right, just how important thoroughbred racing is in the Commonwealth.
It's a big deal in the state, has been for a long, long time, and this is, after all, Dani, the home of Hall of Famer Smarty Jones.
Yes, it is. Act 71, he was the reason why I got passed. Well, we have a great video with Danielle Montgomery and Turning for Home coming up after this break.
My team at BetParks Online Sportsbook and Casino has a great offer for new users. Download the BetParks app, open a new account, and get up to $50 back on your first sports bet if it doesn't win. Plus, you'll get a BetParks bonus box with 50 BetParks coins and 50 bonus spins on the BetParks Collect 'em online slot game. For details, visit betparks.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Go Racing. Well, it is the season of hope and giving, and what better to talk about but Turning for Home, our amazing racehorse retirement program. And we assisted many horses this year into a safe retirement in 2025. And what's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts are, Dani, that I brought out my favorite Turning for Home t-shirt. I think this might be one of the originals. I don't know. Danielle's given me so many I've lost count over the years, but this is my favorite. Love Turning for Home. It is the absolutely best thing done here at Parks.
Well, you wear it well, and it's great to represent. But yeah, we had Danielle Montgomery talking about all the amazing things and all the thoroughbreds that were retired this year, and we call it with her, and we have this great video to show you. Happy to be joined by Danielle Montgomery, our Turning for Home administrator. And Dan, what a great year it's been for Turning for Home. Give us a little update to what Turning for Home accomplished in 2025.
Oh, lots of horses, Dani. And it's the end of the year, so kind of thinking back, I want to thank everybody. We did this cool blanket drive. We're sending nice warm blankets out to all of our different farms so that we can keep horses toasty, and that's driven by donations. So everybody donates a little bit throughout the year. We always try to put it towards something really good. So blankets to keep our horses warm, because we had so many go out this year.
And just talk about, again, some of the cool things these horses go on to do when they're retired.
Oh, this year we had horses go out into everything, from gymkhana and rodeo events to hunter jumpers. We had multiple horses at the national horse shows, both in Kentucky and in Pennsylvania. So it's kind of cool, 10 years later, to see too much information, winning and doing well in the national horse show. And whether they're succeeding as show horses or they're just somebody's best friends, we have a lot of horses in therapy this year. I know there's a lot of horses. We had one horse geared towards the Special Olympics, and a couple other horses that are helping autistic kids. So we know, we love these horses. They can do anything any horse can do. So they do it all.
How long does it take to a horse to adjust coming off the racetrack to go into a riding program?
Well, they come already packed with, all the tools, right? I mean, they're ridden here every day. They're training out here in the snow today. So they come packed with the tools. It's just that first year where they have to transition, which is what our partner firms are experts at. There can be all kinds of things that pop up just because imagine like your best friend who's a gym rat who goes to the gym every day is in super peak, condition, and then you tell them like, hey, you're hurt, you have to go sit on the couch. So they go through things, they go through mental things, they go through physical transformations, but within that first year we can figure out what they are, who they want to be, and then our partner firms are so good at matching them up. It's not like a one size cookie cutter fit all thing, we go with the flow, and we have such an eclectic group of partner firms that I think anything that comes to us, we can match it up to the right place to get the right things done for that horse.
Well, what a great year it's been, and let's check out this great video on Turning for Home. Oh, that was such a great video, and Turning for Home does an amazing job. And if you feel inspired and you want to help, reach out to them. Donate, check out turningforhome.org, and they'd love to hear from you. We always have our tables here in the front side on the big race days, and get involved.
Absolutely get involved.
Well, let's get to some national races, and out to California we go. It's the $200,000 Grade 2 Los Alamitos Futurity. 2-year-olds running for 1 mile and 16th, and it's the Baffert race.
Well, I did predict that Baffert would win the race before even seeing the entries. Well, of course he's going to win the race. Litmus Test is your 3-5 favorite because he's been in against all the heavyweights. If you look at it, he's run behind Ted Nafi, Brandt. So none of them are in this race. They're waiting for 2026.
What do you think of Blacksmith, second choice, bred by Hillendale by Liam's Map?
Gigantic first race at 91 buyer also for Baffert. Could Baffert actually go 1, 2, 3 here, Danny? Does that ever happen in a stake race in California for 2-year-olds? Ever?
Well, we'll see. Here it is, the Los Alamitos Futurity.
It took them a little while to sort out their order. They approach halfway in the Los Alamitos Futurity with Provenance in the front. The colt with the garlanded pedigree, showing the way by a length to the favourite Litmus Test with a length to a 3-wide Acknowledge Me Please. Another length away comes the maiden Blacksmith. He's followed by Captivator and American King. To the 5/16 pole, Provenance being tackled by Litmus Test. 2.5 lengths to Acknowledge Me Please on the outside of Blacksmith at the top of the stretch. Provenance on the inside and Litmus Test the outside. Provenance, Litmus Test, locked in battle at the 3/16 pole, 4 lengths in front of Blacksmith, who's hammering away in third. At the 8th pole, and Litmus Test with Provenance. Litmus Test on the outside, taking the lead now. He kicks away from Provenance. Blacksmith is representing late danger. He's coming home strongly, but Litmus Test has a winning advantage.
Well, DJ predicted it. Baffert finished 1, 2, 3, but Litmus Test getting the win there with Juan Hernandez, and Kyle Frey ran third. A jockey you guys remember here from Parks back in the day.
Yeah, for sure. 96 buyer for Litmus Test. That makes him a player for next year. Obviously, Bob will point to the Kentucky Derby. He's got some catching up to do to Ted Nafi and Brandt, but he'll have time to do it. He's by Nyquist. You would think longer the better. So we shall see. Mr. Baffert, 1, 2, 3.
15th win in this very race.
Yeah, going all the way back to the old Hollywood Futurity, then when Hollywood Park closed, and I'm still sad that it closed. When every time you see a football game with the Rams or the Chargers at SoFi Stadium, I think it's Hollywood Park. Its last year was 2013, and California Chrome ran right at the end at Hollywood Park.
Yeah, and I watched that race. Never will forget it. Well, let's go to Oaklawn Park. They opened, their meet started. This is the Ring the Bell Stakes, $150,000 for sprinters, 6 furlongs, and Banishing is back, coming off that disappointing effort in the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
Yeah, he was just kind of overmatched in that race. I mean, Ben Tornado, the former Park star, won it pretty convincingly. Banishing never got in the race, and it was not a racetrack where you were making up much ground, so he really was up against it that day.
Well, he's got to contend with second choice Roll On Big Joe, and Bob Hess, now stabled out at Oaklawn, but he was a big California presence for a long time.
For a long time. Won the Palos Verdes back in February, got a 102 buyer. He's got some big numbers. Can he come back to that big number? If he can, he wins.
Well, Oaklawn's open, and here it is, the Ring the Bell Stakes.
Roll On Big Joe kicks on with it. Half length in front, now a neck. Banishing turning up the pressure. Spankster third giving way. Skelly into third. He's 2 lengths behind now, and Tejano Twist has come from last into fourth. He's going to swing to the outside for the stretch drive. Roll On Big Joe does it well. Roll On Big Joe, 3/16 to go. Opening up the lead. He's 2 ahead. Banishing second. Tejano Twist, Skelly third and fourth. But Roll On Big Joe putting on a show with a 16th to go. He's still clear by 2.5. Roll On Big Joe keeps rolling on here in Hot Springs.
Well, Roll On Big Joe gets the win, and look, this is a horse that just loves his job. You could just see the determination in his face. He was focused. Banishing tried to make a run at him, but he just took off, and Skelly's retired out of this race.
Yeah, Skelly showed no speed for the first time ever, so they retired. I mean, he owes nobody any money. 12 wins, over $2 million in earnings. Roll On Big Joe could be a player in that sprint division in 2026, 101 buyer. That's his third triple-digit number.
I was really impressed. I love the way he did it, and Julian Leperoux with a really good front-running ride. Well, we're going to head to another break, but when we come back, we have our jockey and trainer, and we talk about some pretty cool stuff and a Turning for Home family photo for you.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them. Sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Hi, I'm Kate DeMasi. I'm Vice President of the PTHA, and I'm running for President. It's time we get our organization back on track with leadership that can move forward. We have year-round racing with good purses, health and pension plans, and a second-to-none retirement program for our horses. Over the years, we've developed relationships with legislators in Harrisburg and the equine industry to strengthen our program. We need leadership that works together for the greater good, even when they don't always agree. This is an important voting year, and I need your vote. It counts. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's go racing. Well, we had no racing this week, but let's talk about our jockey and trainer that's leading the standings right now. Michael Sanchez has really pulled away. Can he get to that big number he was trying to achieve?
So he's at 290 as we're speaking, Danny. Unfortunately, he lost 3 days this week. He's really trying to get to 300 for the first time. He looked like a lock, but you can't lose race days. So hopefully Michael gets there. He has a couple 2 or 3 win days, and he gets there. He's going to be 5th in the country in total number of wins behind the Ortiz brothers, Flavien Prat, and Paco Lopez. So that's a phenomenal year for Michael, and of course he's going to win the title here. And I think we can safely say that Jamie Ness is going to finish #1 in the country in wins. He has a big enough lead over Steve Asmussen with just 2 weeks to go. I don't think even Steve, as good as he is going to catch him. So Jamie Ness, that'll be the second time ever that Jamie's been #1 in the country. And of course, Scott Lake has been #1 numerous times, another great Parks trainer.
How cool is that to have him stabled right here at Parks? Of course, he's stabled at a couple of Mid-Atlantic tracks, but as we tape the show, he has 339 wins. That's 339 times he got to get in the winner's circle this year. That is amazing.
Yeah, and he'll win the trainer standings here for the 5th year in a row, or 6th year in a row, I think, all the way back to 2020, right on through. Once Ness showed up, he just wins the title.
He absolutely does. Well, let's get to another Turning for Home family photo, and this is Game 7, all ready to represent thoroughbreds in a holiday parade with his adopter Tess down in Florida. And great job by our partner farm, Kelly Lupton. This horse broke its maiden here with Todd Pletcher here at Parks, stayed with John Service, and then ran its career here.
Very nice. And now retired and turning for home?
And doing Christmas parades.
What could be better than that?
Well, let's get to some Ion racing and some pretty cool races today. Let's talk about what's going down at Gulfstream. We have a couple small stakes.
So it's basically Pegasus preview day, so it's a really good race day. And didn't you tell me there's some famous animal potentially going to be there?
In race 7, Epic Dioro is the full brother to the great Rachel Alexandra, Irad Ortiz, Todd Pletcher. First race for this 2-year-old debuting on the turf.
Very interesting.
Really exciting.
A couple good 2-year-old stakes at the fairgrounds today, the Gun Runner and the Untappable, our former cotillion winner. And also today at Laurel Park, check this race out. This is the Manfuso, 100,000, Point Doom, the Bellezzi winner's in there, Post Time is in there, the Star from Charlestown, Bardavian Runner, who's been on a roll down at Laurel. That's only 100. That should be like $1 million.
Yeah.
That is a really good race for right around Christmas at Laurel. And Michael Moore in the Politely has Take the Money, Honey. Let's see if she can get it done.
She loves Laurel Park. Well, lots of good races to watch today. We're going to go to our final break. When we come back, we have some pretty cool stuff to preview, and we'll make you some money on Parks Picks.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
We've got your new Ford right here at Chapman Ford of Horsham. Looking for a new Bronco Sport? We've got them. Maybe a new Escape? Got plenty. Want a new Explorer? We have them too. Maybe you have your eye on a new F-150. Huge selection for you. If it's a new Bronco you've wanted, you are in luck. How about an EV? The Mach-E and F-150 Lightning are both in stock. And with great lease terms and low APR financing available, we can help you get the new Ford you want. Chapman Ford of Horsham.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just meemaw. I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in. But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Bet Parks app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, meemaw.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Now it's time for Parks Picks. We look to Monday's 9th race. It's going to go a mile and 70 yards. Pretty solid field here. What are your thoughts?
I'm rooting for Michael Sanchez. Michael needs every win he can get. How about Love Me Not? Ness Sanchez win again in the feature on Monday.
Well, look, I'm going to go with another Jamie Ness horse, Duke of Gloucester, coming off the claim. He was running good in his old barn. I suspect he's going to run good in this barn. Yedzit Hazelwood, the apprentice everybody's talking about, will be aboard. This guy's he finishes like a journeyman, and I think the other Ness is going to get it done.
Let's hope not. I need Michael Sanchez. I need a winner. You've been getting more winners than me lately, and I'm not happy about it.
Well, we got our Eclipse Awards ballots. Let's talk about them. And me and you kind of talked it through. I needed a little help, but I feel really strongly about some of them. Some of the other ones I could see going a couple different directions.
Yeah, look, Sovereignty's going to be the horse of the year. He should be the horse of the year. My only regret, and I wrote about it this week on Let'sGoRacingParks.com about the whole ballot and everything, is that we didn't get to see him run in the Breeders' Cup Classic because he got sick that week. And look, certainly he would have fit right there with Forever Young and Sierra Leone and fierceness and journalism. But It sounds like he's going to run next year.
Okay.
I would think if he wasn't, they would already say, hey, he's going to the breeding and here's who's going to be bred to and all that. You got to line up mares at some point. So there's a chance we're going to get we're getting journalism for sure.
Yeah.
We're getting our Baez of the PA Derby winner, and hopefully we get Sovereignty back for next year, and that would be awesome.
Yeah, well, we're definitely we kind of have our votes decided, but we're going to lock them in after the later December races.
Some of them are easy. Ted
Yeah.
Naffy's easy, and I think he's the best 2-year-old Todd Pletcher's ever had.
She feels pretty.
She feels pretty, I think, for the filly mare Turf is going to win. Some of the other categories are a little harder. Probably the toughest one for people is going to be Ben Tornado versus Bookham Dano. Bookham Dano had that great run at Saratoga, then they opted not to run in the sprint. Ben Tornado was awesome, but he only won one graded race. The other race he won was a listed race. I'm leaning toward Bookham Dano just because of the body of work, but Ben Tornado, I actually think if they ran, Ben Tornado would win.
Yeah.
But it's about, what did you do the whole year? And it's a fun exercise. And again, I wrote about it. Everybody can check. I'm kind of musing through that, and Danny and I talked about it. Bruce has a vote too, and we'll all hopefully find some winners. And Trainer's tough this year.
It is.
I mean, Chad Brown is right up there. Brad Cox has the most money, but he didn't win the kind of races that Chad Brown won. And Baffert actually won more graded stakes than anybody with a very few starters compared to the others. And Jockey of the Year, that's a photo, right? It's Irad and Pratt, and man, they are dead heated in money. Pratt's got more graded stakes wins. That's going to be one also very interesting for the voters.
Well, lots of great horses and contenders to look back on, and a lot of worthy winners there. We had Ashley Eisenbiel on Gate to Wire this week talking all about how she got into horse racing, marketing, and her podcast, Hot to Trot.
One of my favorite people anywhere. Ashley, check it out.
She does a great job, and it's great for horse racing. Well, next week we're going to have Ride of a Lifetime, the Smarty Jones story documentary on, and it's just an important documentary and just a great look back at his history.
And especially this year, August 1st, that was the day. None of us will ever forget it. I mean, Bruce and I, but to me, it was one of my top 5 days ever in the business to see the culmination of that great story end up in the Racing Hall of Fame as Smarty was inducted on August 1st at the Fezzik-Tipton Sales Pavilion in Saratoga Springs.
A legend that lives on forever, and he's enjoying the snow out at Rodney Eckenrode's farm. Well, we wish you a very happy holidays from the Let's Go Racing team. Hope you had a great show, and we'll see you next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the gray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the cotillion.